What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be watching and reacting to American Horror Story Season 6 Episode 10, which is of course the finale of Season 6. Finally, we're at the end of Roanoke, and this season has been pretty good so far. I thought it was just okay at first. I was honestly... I liked it for the most part, don't get me wrong. I felt like compared to everything else in this series, I thought it was probably the weakest stuff we've ever seen. But once Episode 6 came around, I've really loved Episode 6, 7, 8, and 9. Like, those episodes were just really entertaining. Just the whole change in the shift in the show and the different structure of it and all that. There's just a lot of interesting things going on, and the fact that it's like real stuff rather than like a reenactment, I don't know, a lot more interesting. But I have no idea how this finale is going to end, because last episode felt like it wrapped most of the story up. I guess the only things left over is what's going to happen with Lee. I mean, they have all these tape recordings of her, you know, they have a tape recording of her literally killing Monet. Now, I don't know if that specific recording is going to still be around. It probably should be, right? And then obviously there's also the recording of her admitting to killing Mason. So they'll probably discuss what's going on with that, and maybe she'll be going to prison by the end of this. But I'm not sure what else they could really do with this episode. So I guess we'll just have to check it out. If you want to see the full cut reaction, that'll be my Patreon. Links that will be in the description down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the cast and producer of my Roanoke?
Is this like them watching the original show? Oh, it is. So this is a flashback. Okay. This was like the screening of the first show.
I love you, Shelby.
Oh, thank you. That's really sweet.
Are you sure it's not me you love?
That's a kind of a fucked up thing to say. No, I don't know. Because like she lived through the experience, you know, it's different.
It's been a really odd year, and my Roanoke nightmare is the only thing that's kept me going. I need to say, I totally identify with Lee, who I feel has had some really nasty and unfair things said about her online. Lee, I made you something.
Oh, wow. That's true dedication right there. I mean, the thing I'm shocked about is like my Roanoke Nightmare, that was 5 episodes, right? Like in this universe, like that show, that was 5 episodes. That's not that long, you know, like I'm surprised it garnered this many fans. That's like huge, you know, for just 5 episodes. I guess it's possible, but damn. Like, because these are obviously some dedicated fans. If they're out here at this event and everything, they're obviously going to be dedicated people.
3 Days in Hell was even more popular and got bigger ratings, with Reddit threads that went on for ages about was it real or was it not, or were the spirits faked? Did anybody really die? Well, they did die, didn't they? Now they want to put Lee on trial for murder.
So she's getting put on trial, okay.
Polk family ain't never got justice in all our history.
I think you need to go to a doctor, man.
She took my babies, killed my kin. I don't know if the law won't deal with her.
Oh, shit.
I sure will.
And he posted that to YouTube with all 15 views?
I knew, without a shadow of a doubt, Lee Harris killed her ex-husband in cold blood.
How? How do you know that? There's no proof. Well, I guess other than that video of her admitting it, but was that public?
The following year, the next installment of the series aired, setting an all-time ratings record.
Oh, but who
Lee
made
committed
this?
not one, but multiple homicides.
That is true. I guess there is proof. Never mind, there is proof. She's kind of screwed. I don't know. Obviously, we know she was like possessed, but that doesn't matter. Like they're not gonna. Yeah, she's going to jail.
The strain of marijuana recovered from the Polk residence was highly unusual.
So this is a whole new show, basically, separate from what we just saw in the last 4 episodes.
Hallucinations, trauma, extreme duress. This is the textbook definition of diminished capacity.
She didn't know what she was doing.
She knew exactly what she was doing.
I mean, to be fair, even if you don't know what you're doing, you still kill someone, like, you're still gonna get in trouble for it, you know? But we know as the audience it wasn't her fault. We know that.
So I played the only card I had left. Went after her for her original crime, the murder of Mason.
I killed Daddy.
Damn it, she did admit that though. Oh my God, it just looks so bad.
We had Matt's security footage, clearly revealing Lee leaving that house at 10:13 p.m.
Yeah, the proof is all there, but it's
We had an eyewitness.
You were in the woods a long time.
Really?
That must have been scary.
Oh shit.
Who'd you see?
Mom and Dad.
Oh, wow.
They were fighting. It was about me, as usual.
correct
He
dramatic
said my mom kidnapped me at
reenactment.
school, and she was hiding me. So he wanted to tell the cops.
Wait a minute. Maybe she did kill Mason, but she didn't do it in control. She probably did it just like she killed Monet, where she was possessed by that creature lady thing. I don't know what to call her. I don't know. Oh shit. Yeah, she was possessed then. I don't think she did this on her own. I really don't.
You killed Daddy.
Damn.
Flora, did your mom or your dad ever see you that night?
No, I was hiding.
I mean, yeah, after all this, you can't possibly think Lee is innocent. You just can't. But again, we as the audience, we know all about the supernatural stuff. We know there's a lot more to it, so it completely changes it. But I don't know. I don't know how she's gonna get out of this.
You chose to go out into the woods, didn't you?
Yes.
Why didn't you go to your mother and father?
I didn't want them to find me
Why not?
because I felt safe.
Oh shit.
Alone in the woods?
I wasn't alone. I was with Priscilla.
Oh no, not Priscilla.
You felt safer in the woods with a dead girl's spirit than you did with your own parents.
That is something else.
The words of an imaginative girl from a broken home. Her mother an addict, her father an angry man with an explosive temper. Is it any surprise that this poor child invented a friend with whom she felt safe?
Where'd she go?
I love the music, by the way.
Flora, this impressionable child, may have seen that tape and built false memories around it.
Oh, maybe. That's true. Honestly, like, the thing about evidence and all that, like, it's very possible for things to get misconstrued, or like a witness lying or remembering something incorrectly. That's very possible, and then it happens all the time. So maybe she didn't even see that happen. I don't know.
We find the defendant.
But I couldn't send a woman to jail based on ghost stories.
Not guilty.
Fair. Yeah, these cases are always more complex, you know? But then again, she was caught on tape killing people. Like, I don't know. Again, we know it's innocence, but I don't know.
I mean, sure, Lee Harris dodged a sentence. I think she lost a lot more.
Wow. Lost her family, I guess. Yeah, but that wasn't her fault. I don't mean, okay. Other than, I guess, taking Flora from Mason, that was fucked up. But that was obviously seen as a very clear mistake that she made. But like, you know, I don't know.
She rose from the depths of her torture and wrote a best-selling book, became a highly paid speaker. But some would say Lee never escaped.
I feel like Lee became the main character. Like, it was Shelby and Matt at first, but like, Lee's kind of become the main character.
The murder trials.
Oh shit!
The hearts.
What the fuck? I was gonna say it sounds like Sarah Paulson. It's her character from season 2, right? Oh shit! What was her name again? Hannah? No, it was Lana, not Hannah. Lana, right?
Lee Harris has agreed to do an interview to tell the world her side of an extraordinary story, unedited, unfiltered, live on television.
Wow, that's
Welcome
cool.
To the Lana Winter Special.
Yeah, Lana, that's awesome. I think she was probably one of the better. Was she my favorite character from her? Probably from Sarah Paulson. Yeah, I think so.
The public will always associate Lee Harris with the deaths of 3 innocent people.
Yeah.
Not to mention your husband, Flora's father. And by acquitting you, the jury and basically half of America are calling Flora, your daughter, a liar.
I did not come here to be put on trial again.
But why are you here?
Because of you. Because of who you are. You killed your own son. Bloody face.
I missed that season so much, man. It was such a good season.
I killed a psychopathic murderer before he could kill me. I did what I had to do.
Exactly. You know there are extenuating circumstances in every action you take.
Of course.
That's why I agreed to talk to you.
Well, it's not really me you came here to talk to, is it? Your daughter has refused to speak to you since your acquittal, isn't that right?
I'm praying she's watching and that she'll somehow see this.
This is your chance. Tell her.
Honestly, American Horror Story does like crossover cameo type stuff. Probably is the best out of most shows I've seen. They're really organic and they make sense. They don't feel forced.
I love you, baby.
And they're just fun. I don't know. They do go for the world building, you know, it's good for world building. And the same actors playing other characters, even the same season, it works just fine. She looks nothing like Audrey, even though she's the same actress. They did a good job, you know.
Flora Harris was reported missing by her grandparents an hour before we went on the air. Where is she, Lee?
What are you talking about?
I don't think Lee knows about this. I could tell she doesn't know about this.
Lee, now is the time to come clean before things spiral out of control.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Lee.
Don't tell me she went back to the house to Oh, the polk guy. The fucking polk guy.
Sit down, goddammit.
Oh, shit. Who the fuck is recording this?
Please. My name is Lana Winters. Do not do anything you regret. You are on live.
They better not kill her off right now. I'll be really pissed.
What I'm about to do is justice.
No, this is not justice. This is revenge.
She killed Jesser.
Yeah, you know, she had reasons for that, though.
I know that pain. I know what it's like to so desperately want to correct an injustice that you are driven to violence.
I mean, he's also just a psychopath, though.
It will not ease the burden on your soul.
Don't kill her. Come on. Don't pull a Queenie. Oh my God, that was hard.
She talks too much.
What?
Time's up, Lee.
Oh! Was it the police? They came in? I think they came in last minute. Okay. Damn. After much consideration and approval of Tribe members, the network has decided to air the controversial November 18th episode of Spirit Chasers. There's a bunch of different shows they're showing here. They got Cracked, they got the Lana Winters show, they got Spirit Hunters. What? This is crazy.
Man, I haven't been this freaked out since we were in that asylum.
The asylum?
The star of My Roanoke Nightmare.
Oh shit. Obviously, what was that asylum called? Briarcliff, right? This is some low quality shit.
Yo, I'm Bob Kinnaman. And I'm Dave Elder.
Yo, I'm Bob
Kinnaman. Spirit Chasers.
Oh, this show's so like funny sometimes.
We spared no expense, rigging the house with full spectrum cameras.
Oh shit, I know this actress. She was in The Walking Dead. Amy, right?
I've seen this before. A bonnet.
Oh, from Priscilla.
Like the one we had on the show.
Are they gonna run into Flora here? I feel like Flora definitely came here to see Priscilla. I don't know.
There's somebody outside.
Oh my God, she came back here? She's coming here to look for Flora.
Are you people crazy enough to be shooting another show here?
I could ask you the same thing.
I'm looking for my daughter, and I'm running out of time. I can sense it outside. The blood mood is rising. The others will be here.
That's so perfect.
You stupid f***s. I've been searching everywhere for 2 weeks. This is the last place I want to be. But I saw Priscilla come in here. She took Flora from me before.
Mm-hmm.
We can work together to contact the spirits.
Believe me, they will find us. And if you had any brains at all,
I hope she runs into the butcher, because I feel like that's the last thing I want to see wrapped up.
Ripping that frat boy smile right off your face.
Oh my God. If they run into the butcher and the I don't know what to call her. She had a name, but I forget. The lady that Lady Gaga played in the reenactment. If they run into them, I feel like that's like the last thing I want to see in this season. Oh, is it one of the? That's one of the girls from the Chen family, right?
Whatever made the cabinet fall is colder than everything else in the room.
The Chens.
Priscilla? Oh, okay, that's just Lee.
Right in front of you.
No, not the piggy man! I forgot about the piggy man. Oh my God. Oh! That crow-toed shit don't work! Sometimes the crow-toe and stuff works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what makes it work and what makes it not work. Oh my God! This is perfect. I think this is the perfect way to do the finale. Just have all the different monsters we've seen come out at once. Or ghosts, whatever you want to call them. Oh shit, there's the butcher. Oh. Oh my God.
back of the car! What is going on here?
Oh my god! Holy shit! They got bow and arrows shot at them.
Flora.
That was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Mama.
Oh shit, that's Flora. It's got to be her if there's a heat signature. That was a crazy like 3 minutes. That was.
We are currently considering this a hostage situation.
They think she has her hostage.
What do you know about her? What's she like?
Well, you know, we work together.
Oh, wow.
A quick hello at the premiere was our only interaction.
They got him on over here.
You decided not to go back to the reality show Return to Roanoke.
Yeah, I mean, I was asked, of course. I want that on the record. There's been a lot of conflicting reports out there, but, you know, I have the email chain.
Lena, let me be the first to say it's good to have you back on the air with us. Looks like you're home from the hospital.
This is a really interesting episode. I feel like this is a really solid way to end it.
When we latch on to something, it becomes our destiny. And we will do anything to see it through.
And what is that thing for Lee?
Her daughter, of course. It's always been about Flora.
Yeah. This is really well shot. Look at this.
If those settlers didn't want anybody bothering them, they shouldn't have chosen such a pretty place to make their home.
Oh, wow. This is like the first time this show is not from the perspective of cameras, right? Because this just looks like it's actually just showing them normally. Because no one's recording them inside right now, right?
You killed Daddy. With a rock.
Did she actually see that?
It's gonna take you away from me. A girl needs her mother. Your daddy never understood that.
Are you kidding me?
I am so sorry for the things I've done.
Is she telling the truth? Did she actually do it? Like, with her own free will? How the hell did she get him up in a tree all burnt? Unless, I guess the ghost said that after the fact. She actually... Damn.
I want to stay here with Priscilla. She needs me.
That's not gonna work, baby. You can't grow big and strong off of a few berries.
I can't from like her.
No.
I could keep her safe from the butcher. Burn this place to the ground.
No, you can't do that.
Burn this place to the ground. I mean, I would like them to do that, but we don't want you to, you know. Obviously, you shouldn't die.
What if I stay and look after Priscilla? I could do a much better job at protecting her.
The butcher would get you eventually.
Not if I'm like her.
No.
You can come visit us when it's not the blood moon. And in time, you may feel differently about me.
Shit.
What do you think?
Oh, is it Priscilla? I'm assuming Flora went out the back. Oh, or she's there, okay. Yeah, she probably did go out like a back door or something. Oh my god. This was really like a solid finale. I was honestly like worried it was gonna kind of end shittily. Shittily, is that a word? But that was a solid ending. Like, this feels like an ending, you know? Like, it closed off a lot of the plot lines. Oh shit. Still a blood moon, so that is the end of Roanoke. We've finished it, and I enjoyed this season quite a bit. We're gonna do a character tier list ranking. Definitely stick around for that. But just as a whole, I think this season was solid. It's definitely not one of my favorites, but it's also not one of my least favorites. I think it's kind of just somewhere in the center. But I thought overall, it was such an interesting change for the show. Very different structure, but the overall aesthetic of it with these, you know, old-timey, like, was it like colonial times? I'm not really sure what the era would be called, but these characters, these ghosts from those times kind of appearing at this house based on this lore of the Roanoke colony. And such an interesting concept there. But I think a lot of the drama between the characters is what made it work so well. Like, sure, you had some interesting stuff there with the butcher and the Chens and the piggy man. Like, stuff like that was cool and all. But I feel like the drama with characters like Lee, Matt, Shelby, and then even with the actors when they brought in Audrey and Monet, like, I think they did a great job with the drama between all these characters. And I was really impressed with how entertained I was by it, because I didn't know I would be able to get that and entertained by it, but it was fucking amazing. Because the first 5 episodes, like I said, they were good, but I wasn't like, okay, this is fantastic just yet, right? But once episode 6 came around, things changed for the better, and I really think this finale wrapped things up quite nicely. And I really liked the structure of this one, how it had a bunch of different like reality shows, like separate ones that all kind of worked within the same story. That was a really cool way to do it, a really, really unique way to do it. So let's check out this character. Let's go do this character tier list ranking and see how I'd rank all these characters. All right, now it's time to do the character tier list ranking. We got quite a lot of characters here, actually. They put this tier list put a lot of characters on here. So let's check it out. They do put, it seems like, both versions of certain characters. Like right here, right off the bat, we have the Butcher, but we also have Agnes, who played the Butcher. But do they have the real Butcher on here? I don't think so. So I guess it's implied that this is the real Butcher then, right? I guess so. All right, well, let's just rate it as that then. Well, the real Butcher, I would put in A. I mean, here's the thing. Her presence was fantastic, and Kathy Bates did a phenomenal job with the character. But I wouldn't say I was that intrigued with her like story necessarily. This was all about Kathy Bates just being phenomenal. That's pretty much why that character is getting A, almost exclusively. But when she was Agnes, she was also pretty good. I mean, she still had that whole thing in episode 7 where she was acting as the Butcher, but still as Agnes. And I feel like that character deserves A as well. Like, I wouldn't say it's on the level of S, but Kathy Bates was delivering probably one of her best performances from this entire show. So got to give her credit there. Next up, we have Shelby, but this is the Shelby that was in the reenactment, but they also have the real Shelby. So there's literally, this is going to get confused. There's 3 Sarah Paulsons here. That's crazy. I don't really know how to rank these two separately. I guess we'll rank them based on like, so we're ranking Shelby based on Sarah Paulson's Shelby is based on how she was in those reenactment scenes. Whereas this Shelby is based on her in the interview scenes, as well as the scenes after episode 5 within, you know, that new structure. So I would say I liked Sarah Paulson as Shelby quite a lot. Probably even A, to be honest. But to be honest, I didn't like the shift with this version of Shelby in episode, what was it, 7 or 8, where she killed Matt. I actually really didn't like that because it felt kind of just out of nowhere, and it didn't, like, sure, that is it an interesting story to tell with a character who lost their cool. Not lost their cool, that's a really tame way of putting it, but you know what I mean, completely lost it and killed Matt, right? Is it possible that she was possessed in that moment by that the character that was able to do that? Sure, maybe, but regardless, just for her character, I think it weakened her a little bit, and so I have to put her B. It's really hard to put her higher than that, unfortunately. Audrey, though, I liked her. I thought she was fun. She's Sarah Paulson's just really good, so it's hard not to love any character she plays. So I'll probably put her in A as well. Yeah, she was fun. She was really fun. But obviously, Lana returning. Lana. I'm never going to say her name right ever, I don't think. No, Lana, because it's banana. I have to say banana beforehand, and then I can say it properly, right? So I love her character. She would be S tier in Asylum, but she wasn't in that much of this season, so it's kind of hard for me to say she's like fantastic. I'll probably just say B for now because I'm rating her based on her performance and her character in this season. So yeah, B tier seems okay with me. Then we have Matt, but again, just like Shelby, there's 2 different versions. And then we have Dominic. And this is surprising to me because this is actually probably going to be the opposite of Shelby, because Shelby, I liked Sarah Paulson's portrayal more, whereas with Matt, I actually liked the real Matt more. The real Matt, I'd probably go as far as to put him in S, which that might seem weird, but that's how I felt. This version of Matt was still fine, though. I'll just put him right next to Shelby. I did like him, but I honestly, I liked his portrayal more, like quite a lot. Dominic, I mean, he was kind of like the villain, but yeah, he'll go in B, I guess. Didn't really think he was fantastic, but I liked him for the most part. No, I was so happy to see her here. I'm gonna put her an A. I feel like she was it's just hard to put her much higher than that, but I feel like she deserves a little bit higher just because of how iconic that character is at this point. Don't remember this guy's name, but I don't think I absolutely loved his role in the story. I feel like he's had much better characters in prior seasons, so C's good for him. This dude, what was it, Ambrose or something? The actor was Dylan. They're both gonna go and C. Rory. We have Rory, and then we have Edward. Edward, I'm probably gonna just put in C. Rory. He was only there for one episode. It's so sad putting an Evan Peters character that low, but he really wasn't that significant. Sydney was an asshole, but he was kind of funny, and he had a lot of like holy shit, this guy's insane type scenes. So I feel like I gotta give him some respect. I think the actor did a good job with the role. Here we have Lee, but played by Monet. For her, I'll say B. But then the real Lee is getting S. I think she deserves S. She might actually be one of the better, probably the best character of this season, to be honest. She felt like the most important character. She probably had the most stuff to do. And the fact that she might have actually killed Mason in the end is kind of crazy. Monet, I'll put in A. I feel like I liked her just as much as Audrey. They were fun to watch together. They were a cool duo. Lady Gaga's character, I'm pissed we didn't see more of her because she was so cool, but they literally barely showed her. So it's so sad, but like I can't put her higher than C if we barely saw her. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't know. The Polks. Where should we put the Polks? They're sick people, but they were pretty entertaining to watch because of how sick they were. So I feel like just for the sake of that, and I think we saw a little bit more of them, I could put them in B. But probably just her because I think she had more of an interesting. No, I feel like the real one was better. Yeah, I like the real Polks were more terrifying than the reenactments, to be honest. I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. I don't know who this is, man. This guy was the Polk in that final episode. I mean, again, just because of how disgusting these characters were, I think it made for an interesting couple scenes. They had a lot more to do than I feel like she did. So the actor's name was Ashley, but I don't remember. Was it Cricket? I think it was Cricket. And they got both of them here. I'll put Cricket was fun. B tier sounds nice, but Ashley probably C tier. Wasn't in much of it. We have both of the versions of Flora. I believe this is the real Flora. This is the reenactment one. Both of them are going to go and C. They're what I call like, I don't know, what's the word? She doesn't really have much of a character. She's just kind of there to be Lee's child. That's kind of her role in the story. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But she doesn't feel like she has much of her own character to her. Priscilla's kind of similar thing. Honestly, these were probably some of the least scary ghosts there. So that seems good. Mason, probably C tier. Didn't really care too much. Then we have these characters that were doing their little show. They're all C. It was fun to see Taisa Farmiga, but I feel like, I don't know, not much more than that. This was Sydney's like assistant or something. I think so. I'll just put her there. I don't even know like some of these characters. Oh, this was in the final episode. Yeah, in the beginning. Okay. I don't think there was more than two lines of dialogue, so I don't know. It's kind of hard to rank certain characters if they're not in much of the season. But the Chens were terrifying. I'm just gonna say this represents the whole Chen family. They had some terrifying scenes when they were crawling on the walls and shit. So some of the best scares came from them. So I think B tier is deserving there. Yeah. that seems okay to me. I don't know. I don't have much else to say about these characters. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Give me your full thoughts on this season, and also, you know, stick around for the next season. We're going to be starting it as soon as we can. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.